Now who do I try and convince that we should? Okay.
There are very few people who can write on the ship, I believe.
Yep, very few.
Yeah.
We knows
I
how
mean,
to
it's
read
pretty
and write.
much limited to you three, and then I think Mr. Lee.
You're limited
Cool.
to You're limited to those two because
Wizroon can
Aline.
probably write.
Wizroon can probably write. Yes, he can. I will approach Wizroon.
Can you write the language you need to have written? That's the question.
I don't know. Wizroon.
Yeah.
One evening, the first evening of the second half of the journey. Do you know how to write common?
Of course I can write common. A child's play.
Excellent. I was thinking.
And Elven and Abyssal and Draconic and others.
Oh,
Cool.
Wizroon knows the Abyssal. That's interesting.
Cool. So, I think it might be a good idea to let the good Lord Aethes know that we're almost back. Maybe if you could perhaps he could prepare a feast, and not the that fish soup that we had last time.
Feasts are good.
Yes. So, would you mind writing him a letter, just informing him that we're on our way back, and and this is also going to come into question about whether this is allowed or not, and to use the attached orange feather to reply with a message to let us know that he got it.
Sure, yeah. So you're removing 2 of the 3 bird tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those don't come back, do they?
No.
Nope.
You know what? You do you. You do.
Yes.
What would you like written in this letter?
Good Lord Aethes, we are on our way home, are on our way back to Formarion, and we will be returning shortly. We'll be arriving shortly.
All right. Written. Would you like to sign it?
Sure, and I'll grab the pen from him and just scribble on the paper. It's not legible.
Excellent. He lets it dry for a minute, rolls it up, ties a little ribbon around it. Here you are.
Thank you. And I'll make my way above deck, pluck one of the orange feathers, tuck it into the ribbon, make sure the ribbon's snug. Well, and then pluck another feather to summon the bird, tie it to him, and deliver this message to Lord Aethes of Formarion.
As you summon it, this little sparrow with orange-tipped feathers appears for it, grabs your little note, and whips off into the air.
Excellent. That's all I have planned. Other than I'm going to be on the boat and keeping an eye out as we approach the docks.
Alrighty.
You can explain what to do with the feather.
Nope.
No, I told him to say that, didn't I? I thought I did, but
You expressed that,
Oh, well.
that's what you wanted to do, but then when you told him what to write, you didn't tell him to write that.
yeah.
It's up to DM whether or not He filled
Wizard
it
was
in.
smart enough to fill it in.
Right.
Intelligence.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. That is what Fizz would do in that scenario, 100%. Would you want right? Oh,
Excellent. So, the last few days of your journey go by as everybody is fully recovered, and you're beginning to see the shoreline on the horizon. With the shoreline comes with it more of a sight. For as you get closer towards where Formarion is, you see large plumes of black smoke rising from the valley. There's even some plumes of smoke rising from the manor itself. People begin rushing around on deck to see the sight as it comes closer. Leonenia and Tassel worriedly are up at the bow of the ship.
Is it Leanna now, or is it still Lee?
It's still Mr. Lee.
Okay.
oh no, guys.
They're the invade or
One other note, Fizz, your bird never returns.
I mean, because I forgot to say specific instructions.
Perhaps.
As far as Fizz concerned, he's inside. On the inside, he's happy about it.
have to. Any way to get this boat to docks faster?
Tassel whips around and starts commanding people. Even though you're close where you'd normally slower come in, he speeds up anyway. Mr. Lee comes over towards you guys and says, "Don't worry. I'll get up there quick, see what's going on."
Careful. Careful. Take out a potion of large person. This just in case. It'll make you bigger if something's there.
Thank you. You get closer, and you're approaching the docks. You can see the fires raging in the town at this point. Where fires aren't are burned buildings. You don't hear battle. You don't hear screams. You just see the smoke and an eerie silence that comes with it. As you approach up onto the docks, Tasso makes a hard stop, slightly bumping into the docks, crumpling it a bit. The second they're within view, Leonenia leaps forth onto the dock, runs around the corner, and then, presumably, as she passes behind some crates, does her teleport jump thing, as you suddenly see her up top the cliff and run over the edge and in toward the manor. What do you all do?
Are all the other boats around, or no?
The other boats are still here, yes.
Okay.
Eileen, Fizz, I have to go check on Rex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tywin gets off the boat in a hurry as he has all of it. He's in fighting mode already.
Yeah.
Spear in hand, shield in hand.
What of the guards? Is there still the guard up at the top of the...
You don't see him yet.
Okay.
Yep, so Nithern follows.
You hop off, make your way to the switchbacks, make your way up the cliffside.
Before I leave, I say, Taswell, leave the boat out of harbor for a bit, just in case something's going through the town. Protect the people here, at least.
Good call. Crew, stay on board. Don't leave. You hear them whispering, talking back and forth. They're like, but my home! I have to check my home! He's like, don't worry about that now.
Worry about your own lives first.
And they start re-gearing themselves to pull out from dock for a little bit. As you all get on the docks and start making your way upward toward the manor.
Does Wizroom come with us?
Yeah, he comes with you guys.
Okay.
Does Willie come with us? That's an important question.
Yes.
Is Willie now a part of the party?
Is
Willie's
Wizard's Padawan?
And that's the question we're going to have to ask here soon.
Yeah, so for the time being, Willie is following Wizard and he ushers him off board. So stay here on the docks, boy. And you make your way upward. When you reach the top of the switchbacks, you see off to your left behind the manor, the maze is burned to cinders. Part of the manor itself has caught flame, although most of it is built with stone. So it doesn't seem like it's spread to a large degree. A couple of other things to note, the manor looks minorly different. Due to perhaps the lack of upkeep, or perhaps whatever has gone on here since you guys left, the two large towers that were on either end of it look differently. They much more resemble Vithian architecture, with the squarish spiraled tops up to a peak. Perhaps some form of illusion magic was previously before them. You can see to your right, the front gate, or the side gate that leads straight down into the valley itself, has been burst open. It lies crumpled and torn from the wall itself. And that is what you see as you get to the top.
Nithern points and heads towards the barn where the carriage was at.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed as well.
You cut across the backside or the front of the manor.
I think it would be the backside, wouldn't it? Based on the way you
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That would be the quicker, more direct route. So you run along the backside of the manor. You run past the large glass stacked windows that covered that pool. All are shattered. Glass fragments lay scattered at the base of the building, all around. You can see bits of glass floating on the inner pool itself. And you race across. You see the stable wide open, the main front gate wide open.
Or back gate, I mean. Oh yeah,
The one that goes towards like the main road.
Right, okay. But no carriage.
No carriage.
Is it
Or
survival or knowledge nature to find tracks? I think survival, right?
Survival.
Do I have to have a skill?
No.
Or no?
You can do that untrained. Damn.
What are these crits? Where were they 2 weeks ago?
You're using them up now.
It's like, well, we're gonna have an RP session. Fizz is gonna have crits for days. Let's fight some crabs. 1, 2.
Fizz, you run up and start scouring the nearby tracks to figure out what all has been through here. You find a number of tracks. You find what looks like large groups of footprints that have come through this area recently. It must have rained here somewhat in the past few days, as it's been a bit muddy and some of it is dried, caked in footprint shapes. You do see hoof prints leading from the stables out through the front gate. And you do see a set of wagon wheels that also lead out.
So the guys, or I'll sign to Nithyer, and that, it looks like Drix might have gotten away, but the tracks are at least a few days old.
Should we check the house?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
magic from your hopes, Fizz. Message out to Drex.
Okay, I'll pluck the last feather and ask Wizard, I need you to write me a letter.
Here, now?
Take a little quick thing and I scribe. You're okay, are you? If you feel it's safe to come back, we near the manor. Hopefully. I tie it up and send it that
Okay, I'll drop the feather or whatever to summon the bird and hand him the letter and say, get this to Drix. Do we know his last name?
Yes, Drix Rude.
Mm-hmm.
Drix Rude. There we go.
And away the bird flies. It flies eastward.
What the hell happened here? Beth, can you go in front of me while we enter the...
Yep.
Mansion?
Take point. Take point. I assume Tyween's with us too, right?
Yeah, Tyween's like looking around. Does he see people?
Not up here in the manor grounds. You don't see anybody.
The manor grounds were like up on a hill compared to the town, right?
Yeah, there's the gateway that leads out to the side that looks down on the town itself. That gateway was blown open and torn.
If I look down towards like the town, do I see people in the town? Tyween see anyone?
So we go there first. We go to the gate that heads down the hill, or we go to the house.
No, let's go to the house. This was just like kind of a perception check of Tyween just as we're running, like to our current destination.
Yeah, from your distance as you're running, what glimpses you are able to catch of the town, you don't see any movement.
All right, I was just trying to. I don't see people anywhere.
I wonder if they followed us from Opportunity.
Why would they attack the village because of us, though?
Would they attack a village that protected under Liania and the Vith?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Wait, I thought...
Perhaps the dwarves followed as well.
No, that doesn't make any sense because Liana is part of that group.
Mm-hmm. That's why. That's what RJ just said.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't make any sense either. Let's check the manor. I think I know what happened. Out of character.
Probably.
So you all move in and enter into the manor itself. Anywhere in particular within the manor that you head directly toward? Or you start searching?
Want to go straight for the grand entrance area that we were at, where we sat and ate.
Okay, up top on the higher floor. So you're all moving up that grand staircase, and you're passing first floor, second floor, third floor, and as you start getting up close to the top of the fourth floor, there's the two like wings that shoot off to either side, and in the doorways of those wings, there's a couple things that you all hear and note right out of the gate. Firstly, on either side, on either flanks of those wings, you see two arbiters standing tall in the doorways. Additionally, through the main door in front of you at the top of the stairs that leads to that meeting chamber, you hear sobbing. A woman's sobbing.
I try to get it through to where the woman is sobbing.
You run up the stairs through the door. The arbiters do not seem to make any movement towards you guys. No hostility. They just watch as you run up and into the room.
What happened?
You see Lenenia huddled over a body.
Rush over.
Fizz, on the other side of the room, there's a charred corpse as well, a little one.
Mm.
And it looks like some sort of explosion happened over near the dinner table, as it is half scalded and burnt. This is likely what blew out all of the windows, and they're like skated up against the back of the wall, partially destroyed. The rail is blown out. And you see Lenenia in her true form over the body of Athy Street.
What does he look like?
Dead.
Yeah. What kind of form?
What happened? How did this happen?
Nithyan, you can see there's some sort of stab wound in his back. It's soaked through the back of his shirt, and there's a pool of blood that he lies in.
No, I meant, does he look like Leanna?
Oh yes, he looks like a Vith right now. Yes.
Okay. It's okay. That's what I was looking at. I would assume RJ would notice the rest.
Lenenia looks up. Those mongrels killed him.
I don't think they would have that much power to kill Creeds, do you?
The guards, they told me. It happened only a few days ago, a week, I don't know. They came in, they found Athy slain. They dispatched the killer. That was just the beginning.
What's happened?
Apparently there was a raid after. Word got out that Lord Athy's and those nasty grubs came up here and tried burning it all down. This is why we can't trust the humans. They kill us for no reason.
Maybe. Were your guards able to take any prisoners?
I don't know.
Who Who did all this destruction?
I don't know the whole story. They might know. She points over towards the guards, and she's like choking back tears still. And
Are they the guards that are the gate guards or the arbiters that we saw?
yes, they hide as other forms. I assume that was translated at some point. But
Yeah, I assume it was translated. Yeah. So I go to RJ. Is she saying the guards that were at the gates are arbiters?
I think so. Well, someone who was able to do this must have been incredibly skilled at hiding, at least.
Well, she was good at disguise too. And she said she was an arbiter. So they're all arbiters. The Vith are arbiters.
Yes, that's what she did tell us. We were at that. I don't remember. Vith control the arbiters. The dwarves control the money. I walk up to one of the arbiters. Can you tell me what happened?
the voice is muffled through the face mask that they wear, but you hear there was a merchant came in with goods at a meeting with Lord Dreet. We thought we had escorted him off grounds. Apparently, evaded us somehow. We heard the scream when the Lord was attacked from the shadows. One of the three of us was able to make it up in time to at least destroy the intruder, but it was too late. In the days that followed, the townsfolk started assaulting. We had no choice, so we fought back.
I'm guessing no one survived.
They still are out there, but they've stopped their skirmishes. Our magic is too strong for them.
They did. Probably won't end well for this town. Have you found out who merchant was?
Local bartender delivering alcohols.
I look at Nick and tell me, did we go meet a bartender earlier? He came here?
Halfling fellow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy down below.
there was that night where Fizz tried to make some money. He played at the bar, but no one gave him money.
You
Probably
checked
that
his...
guy.
Why?
Because it seems like he was the one who assassinated Lord Dreets.
Well, it doesn't seem like a very friendly fellow.
And if he's not, if you're saying be true, you should go check his tavern.
Is that him? Is that him over there? Point at the small body over on the edge.
Is that body the halflings?
He nods.
Isn't it?
Maybe you can inspect it.
Go up to the body. a perception check to see if there's anything that might have survived. And a heal check to see about anything else about him.
He is a smoldering pile of burnt corpse.
So,
Although you do find on the ground under his corpse a charred but burnt. It's metal though, so just like the wrapping that was on the handle got burned off, a dagger. Coated in blood. Blackened, well, charred blood, but
Seems like the people got tired of dealing with him. Took matters in their own hands.
I really think the people in this town have enough money to pay assassin. We've
Maybe he
seen
got tired. He was just another person that lived in this city. Maybe he just got tired of it too.
there is still one problem, one of the arbiters says. One of the three of us, we were overtaken by the initial assault when it caught us off guard. We don't know if he's alive. We don't know if he's dead. But we must assume that he's dead and that they have his magical gear down there. They can do great harm with that gear should they have it. It should be recovered immediately.
Don't assume you. Your order is powerful.
Sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like it'll be our problem eventually, Taween, as most things seem to happen.
I can solve the problem easily. Now that Miss Linenia is here, reinforcements have arrived. I will just go and fireball the rest of them out of existence.
There is a reason why it would be our problem, Taween.
Maybe we can find out why they attack.
Maybe. We might find magic, so at least be in safer hands. Hell just happened here.
I signed RJ. Don't we want to show some goodwill to Leanne and these people since we're trying to
That's the reason why.
A peace?
That's the reason why we have to solve this with the fewest bloodshed as possible. I mean, I know that you disdain for what they did to Noth. Have to at least solve things with the least bloodshed and make sure the person who is guilty are up to some type of justice.
They're humans. I really don't care who wins either way.
Understood.
Let this town figure out its own damn problems.
I mean, I think we should retrieve the armor as well. Perhaps it is time for these people to move on.
Either move on or die for them now. I'd rather have them move on.
Ask what Leanna wants.
Anya,
Leanna.
do you? This is your family. These people, once we retrieve that armor and protection of your family leaves, probably disperse and either lives or waste away. This town is probably done.
They are right. We do need to recover our gear. But if you are offering to take up that Burden, I won't stop you.
Sign. I think it's a good gesture.
Do it.
That will give me and the arbiters that remain some time to make sure the mansion is secured.
Told your brother to see ship off harbor. Keep them safe.
That's
We send an arbiter to them as well.
that's good. He'll be fine offshore. I'll signal him later.
Ask her not to harm Drix if he comes back.
If Drix comes back, make sure. Can you keep him safe as well?
Yes, I can. The arbiter speaks up. The man with the cart and dogs.
Yes. Is he alright?
He is. When the initial explosion at the mansion happened, we initially thought him suspect, as he raced outside the gates and fled. But then we found the intruder.
Didn't send anything after him, did you?
We did not have time.
The gods.
What are gods? No, kid. Let's go. Taween, are you coming? He can't answer that. It has to be translated.
You come with us, Taween? Us at least.
I watched from a distance.
Understood.
Like I said, I don't give a shit about either side.
No.
Know their own damn differences. Let's get out of here. That's what I say. Sounds like the people got tired of living in poverty and finally fucking did something about it.
Maybe. Still don't think they'd have the money for this.
Like I said, he's another member of the village. Maybe he got fucking tired of it too.
Maybe.
Maybe he's the leader.
Guess we'll see.
At least he knew how to fucking use a dagger.
Much blood.
As he said, and like he said, Tyween's not going into the village because he doesn't give a rat's ass, but he'll keep an eye on the party.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as he can see the rest of the party, he'll stay where he is.
So the rest of you are going down into the village?
Yep.
So Taween, you part with them at the gate that leads down. From this vantage point, Taween, you should be able to see their movements through the city for the most part. You'll lose them here and there behind buildings, but and the rest of you make your way down and into the town. As you get down to the base, it looks, as you're coming down, like the arbiters were just hurling fireballs from the mansion down into the village below. It is mostly rooftops that are just blown asunder, which is where a lot of the fires have started. But it looks like it's been going for some days, as there's not so much a raging fire, just little ones still caught here and there. Still enough to make the black plumes of smoke rise. As you get near the bottom, you see near the corner of a couple of buildings, a couple of charred corpses, where an explosion hit the corner of a building.
Shit. They start looking for steps that seem heavier than they should be.
Everybody make perception that's down here. And
Perception for survival.
perception and Halloween actually. Jeez.
What is this? What?
We are on point. Can you roll anything but 20s right now?
Apparently not.
He hacked the system.
Can I just make sure that it did actually roll a d20? I was like, I didn't like change all my skill checks to just be 20 plus whatever, right?
You programmed your sheet to roll nothing but 20s.
Roll 1d1 plus 19 plus modifier. Crit.
So, Taween, you see it slightly before they do. The rest of you see it pretty quickly too, as you start getting down and moving in through the streets. But you make like a cross by the first intersection you come across of buildings, and you hear the pull of a bow's drawstring. Halloween, you can see there are 3 archers in windows overlooking the intersection they're in, and you see others with spears, long sticks, a variety of. They're carrying something, and they're kind of also around corners. But you guys see this too on the street corner. They think they're hiding, but you notice them.
I would advise against that.
I take a defensive stance.
I'll
Not
go
an attack stance.
I would go to take cover and then hail them, but it sounds like RJ's hailing them first.
You hear a man call out from one of the windows. You come from the manor! What business did you have up there?
What's happened?
Death, destruction! Do you not see around you? War has been started here today!
Sounds like it wasn't today. I would still advise you not to throw those weapons at us.
Whose side are you on?
Our side is just here to make sure no more bloodshed happens.
You want no more bloodshed? Then leave this place.
We're the only thing stopping this place being burnt down to the ground. From what I've been hearing, they really don't care anymore.
Make a diplomacy.
Nope.
Oof.
RJ wasn't really trying to be diplomatic, he's just stating facts right now.
Yeah. You've come from the manor. You must know, are they dead? The Arbiters? The ones who held fire upon us?
Arbiters will not die that easily. If this is the direction they walk right now, what will happen once reinforcements come? Reinforcements will come.
How far away are any of these people?
You're like at an intersection of some roadways. The ones that are talking to you are probably 30 or so feet away and up. Others are kind of nearby corners of the buildings down the street to either side a little bit. They're not like fully showing themselves, but
Okay.
we know they bleed. They're flesh and blood like the rest of us, even if they carry magic with them.
Magic isn't what makes them formidable. They come in groves. They have friends outside this city. If you kill the ones up there right now, the city will burn. You will be hunted. It's not something that you discuss with them. At least with our intervention, most of your people will live. Instead, put your bows away.
You don't understand. They attacked us.
One of your people assassinated Lord Reeds a week ago.
We heard the explosion in the manor, and then they rained fire down upon us.
This insurrection wasn't your doing? What did the halfling say?
What halfling?
Halfling that ran the bar.
I don't know anything about him.
He's the one who killed Lord Reeds. He's the one who started this war. One of yours.
And he was a fool, and he died a fool. We will fight to protect our land.
Your land is on fire and burning to cinders. I don't think you have much left other than your lives and your family's lives. Perhaps it is best to leave and start somewhere new.
You roll a diplomacy.
Which is a performance check. Because I have versatile performance. Boom.
Wow. Not a 20, but still pretty close to it. What was
An 18.
18 or 18,
19.
sorry.
Oh, jeez.
18. Yeah, I have a plus 11 to my string.
Your hack is slipping.
We have already moved most of the families out that lived. We intend to take what we can and leave.
The armor of the arbiter who fell is dangerous. You should leave it. If you don't, the arbiters will surely just as they rain destruction on the city here, rain destruction on wherever you go.
There's a moment of silence. They move away from the windows a bit. And what are we to do? What reparations will we receive?
personally?
I will go out. I will step out of cover and slowly approach with my arms out and say, "This is what I am able to offer you." And in my hand, I have a platinum piece and 100 blues. I know it is not much, but perhaps you will find peace where you go next.
Is money what they need, or a place to live?
They'll soon have neither, Neff.
What about, do they want to, if they don't want to stay here, do they want to go to Opportunity?
They'll live their life.
Wouldn't making peace with the Arbiters give them a chance to live in Opportunity?
Maybe. I'll see what can broker for them if that happens.
Fizz, is that what you're trying to do? I mean, a small amount of money for an entire village, what would that do?
Better than nothing. And as RJ said, I mean, we can talk to the Arbiters after we get the armor back to see if they'll even be allowed near Opportunity. Much of the land around Opportunity is claimed, so I don't know that they would.
We walk
without
through
a large amount of cash.
We walk through miles of unoccupied land. Or roads through miles.
I didn't say that it was necessarily occupied. I said it was claimed.
The balance here to me seems we could broker a peace for them and for us all at the same time and take them back to Opportunity ourselves.
Okay, we can inform them of that we may.
Just a thought.
Okay, so
I'm just looking for balance.
Yeah. I'll turn to them, and I know this money is not much. It is all that I can offer. We will try to see if your people will be allowed near Opportunity. We are heading in that direction. We would be willing to provide protection for your community for the journey.
You see him step away from the window to talk. A few minutes go by. And what's to prevent them from slaughtering us when we arrive?
At some point in situations like these, both sides have to make good faith concessions.
Speak in Elven. Speaking out loud. Lord Greets was the only one who wanted that manor there. Anya and Lord Tassel will most likely move out. But this village would still be here, longer protected. Be here.
You're suggesting they move into the manor? It's
Suggest
huge.
that. Oh, no, not the manor. Just thinking that once Greets leave, this of paradise will be theirs once more. This won't have the protection of some little protection that Lord Treat's presence had here against banditry or raids.
In the meantime, while you guys are having that talk, they come back to the window. We will accept the exchange of the money for the body. We do not wish to live in this country anymore. We will head south. To Vinyaman.
Solves a lot of their problems. No.
As you desire, and I'll step forward to hand them the coin.
One of the guys from the corners of the buildings comes out and accepts the bag. And then from the second floor, they chuck the body out of the door, out of the windows. And it slams onto the ground beneath with a loud clank.
Its armor is still on the body and what have you. Okay.
What about a sword? Obviously, the other ones are carrying a sword.
Yeah, it looks fully geared.
Okay. Do I have a? Oh, I mean, I can't lift it.
I can theoretically pick it up.
Okay. I'll wave over to Nithir to come over and help carry it. Because I'll help, but I can't carry it on my own.
No, I'm pretty sure I can just lift it. How much would it weigh?
I mean, you're probably able to.
Yeah, off ground 350, drag above head 170, off ground 350.
Yeah, you're fine.
Pretty sure I can throw them over my shoulder.
You see them with their makeshift spears and bow and arrows starting to recede and gather.
I'll start heading up the hill.
Yep.
As we're going, this doesn't still seem right.
Peace, bloodshed.
No, I meant it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
We
People
offered.
didn't know about why people started doing this.
They didn't know anything.
Yeah. All comes back to that halfling. Let's return this body and go. I kind of want to check what the hell that halfling was doing.
We can't ask him.
Technically, we could. Sid would be quite disappointed in us. I miss our friend.
Make our way up the hill.
Towing.
Where would
Go ahead.
where would I be as they're moving their way back?
Probably down the street to the side equivalently. You see him
Before you
start
get-
to head back up, yeah.
Yeah, you guys would soon see Tyween behind you guys. As you guys start moving up the hill. Because when Tyween noticed the arrows and the bows and arrows and them taking a threat against you guys, he started to move. I moved down into a flanking position behind the humans.
Good move.
I always know you have our back, Halloween. matter what stupid decision we may do.
He only cares about you guys. And you guys were in danger, so he started moving closer. He didn't give a shit about the humans or the Veeks. All ends well, I guess.
As well as enough. Don't think it's over yet, though. Halfling is still on my mind.
But they didn't. He wasn't part of the rest of the village?
Not really.
Whatever.
He did.
Not like the Lord of the Manor was that nice of a guy, anyways.
Oh, well, I don't think he deserved that. Alright, so let's return to this body. I want to go check Halfling's bar just to make sure nothing sinister is afoot, at least.
Will you do that before we head up?
We head up to bring the thing back first.
Okay. All right. Up to the manor. To where the arbiters and Leanna are.
You make your way back up to the top of the hill and through the gate. And you find your way back into the mansion. But as you're approaching into the mansion, you hear the sound of wagon wheels.
I don't.
To hear that sound. I think Drex might be coming back.
Maybe he saw something, who knows?
Maybe. We'll see.
Make a good deal with Leanna.
Try.
Okay, hurry up, and then I'll put the body down somewhere near the Lord Treats.
Yep. The arbiters move and inspect the body, making sure all of the gear is still there, and pull it off to the side.
Everything there?
He nods. Leanenia somewhat composed herself. She's sitting at the half-broken table, kind of just staring out the broken glass windows when you guys enter in. Kind of just a blank, dead stare out.
Ania?
I hear it went well.
As well as it could. It's good. There's a thing that doesn't add up with all this. And Neth at least noticed.
What's that?
Townspeople knew nothing of what happened to Dreets at all.
Why does that make a difference? Perhaps they just capitalized on a situation.
That's what they did. I'm saying is, assassin came for Lord Dreets. Assassin who was strong enough to get past arbiters. Assassin, townspeople couldn't afford because Lord Dreets has all the money.
Not about who had all the money. It was our home. It's always been our home. They lived outside. They wanted more and more from us for no reason. And they kill us. And they take our things. Our lives.
I need to think about this logically. Somebody out there at the time hire somebody to kill Lord Dreets. Be powerful enough to hire somebody, Lord Dreets.
I don't know. I don't think it was just... I don't think it was just a stab wound, though. I found froth on his mouth. I think he was poisoned.
Answer me. There's something about it up. Before that, Goodness, townsfolk are leaving this town, this country. I wish for them to at least not be ran by or your allies until they reach where they're going to reach. I've seen the destruction of the town. Corpses. Already too much. Both sides.
Yeah? What now?
Now, only the body of Lord Reed's brother. If we can figure out the poison, we might figure out where it came from. Where that leads us. At least get a bit of closure, right?
He loved that maze. Probably would want to be his resting place.
It says the maze, he loved it. It might be a good place to bury him.
I can't do that, unfortunately. There's a specific rite that me and the Arbiters will carry out.
Understood. Show me the body.
It's just sitting there on the other side of the floor.
We will take time looking at it.
So, you check over the body. It does look like there was a stab wound that pierced in from the back. Probably hit a lung. And then there's also the throat, which is slashed. And there's a frothing at the mouth. It's not any particular... It was mostly the stab and the slash that did it. But likely the poison neutralized or weakened him, where he couldn't move as much. Some sort of extract of some sort of spider's venom, perhaps.
Spider's venom. Eat it. Anya, when you and Taswell are away, who prepares his meals?
He manages for himself, I believe.
Did you out loud say about the spider venom, or?
Yep. talk to myself when I do autopsies.
Yeah, there's my one.
Spiders are a
20s and
thing.
one. Spider venom is a thing, and it is very common in this area, and no guilds specifically use spider venom for anything.
Oh. I don't think we're going to ever find out why he's dead. Why the assassin attempted to kill him.
Maybe. Still like to know a bit more. You guys rest. I'm gonna go down to the halflings bar and take a look around.
You shouldn't go alone.
Maybe. If anyone wants to come.
We leaving today?
Probably.
Alright.
I will,
Tywin's gonna start walking towards the dock and try to, signal the boat back or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, those people have to leave.
Come with us, Anya. The bar that this halfling owned. And
No, if it's safe here for now, we need to begin our burial or process of death as soon as possible.
understood.
Just before you leave, come back and talk with me more.
Start heading out.
Who all's going with RJ?
I am.
I'm not. I'm gonna go check on my horse with Drix.
Okay. So Tywin, you get down to the docks. How are you attempting to signal the ship offshore?
Tywin would, I don't know, how far is it from shore?
I mean, it's not too far off. It's visible.
But I think that it could see me if I just stand on the dock.
Perhaps.
I don't really have anything special. I guess I don't know flags and I don't know ship shit, so I just try to get its attention just jumping up in the air, waving at it.
Okay. So you begin flailing about on the end of the dock in the hopes that they see you. In the meantime, Biz, you find yourself back out near the front gate, where Drix has indeed pulled up. And he has stopped, but he's turned it all the way around so he can quickly leave again, it seems. And as he comes out from the side door of the carriage, nearly tripping him, blasts out the dogs and comes hurling toward you.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're gonna tackle me because they were trained in Elvish, so all their commands are in Elvish, are they not?
Indeed they are, and indeed you do get blasted to the ground by a bunch of dogs licking you and happy to see you.
Get off me! Get off me!
Not much you can do about that. They're bigger than you.
They get their licks in, and Drix comes up, and he whistles, and they all kind of back off. He says, well, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Yep. Seems like a lot has happened since we were gone.
There was a bit of a spook here. Bit of craziness happened, but I was ready. I bolted out of here like you wouldn't believe.
Well, that's good. It seems to have slipped our mind when we went on the ship. Nos body. Is it still in the caravan?
Yeah, about that. I had to get rid of that thing. It was stinking up the place to high hells. But you know, I dug him a nice hole out in the woods near here. I could take you back to the body if you need, but that thing's to the maggots now.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was just gonna stay fine like it had been, but then it started stinking one day, and I didn't think too much of it. I let it go, but then the next day it was smelling real right, so I needed to do something for my own sanity.
Yeah. I don't think Tywin's gonna be upset. I think Noth is maybe
good.
still with us. I'm not sure.
Nope, I buried him in the woods.
Yeah. He might want to see the grave though. I don't know. Did you mark the grave?
I dug it under a tree. I kind of made, you know, like the tree itself was kind of the marking.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll wait for the rest of the group, and we'll see what Tywin wants to do about paying respect. We're okay for now. It seems like the fighting has died down a little bit. Lord Aethes was assassinated.
Yep, that'll do it. Do you find need of what I gave you to help out?
I completely forgot about that.
Well, it's no better time than the present.
Right you are, Drix. Right you are.
Sounds like you had a rough journey. Let's relax a bit. You know what? I stopped by a nearby village. It was like 4 days northwest of here. Heard some interesting things. Picked up some interesting things. I've got some pretty good alcohol right now. A couple other goodies. Yep. Some decent foods.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That sounds wonderful. We'll need supplies for the trip back to Opportunity.
Yep, I couldn't stay there long though. In that other village.
Yeah. That's not the one that they were talking about with having the plague.
Yeah, no, that was the next one west of that one.
Okay.
But I did hear a lot about that plague. It did not sound very nice, and so that's why I kind of got out of there when I did. Apparently, you know, people are developing strange symptoms and falling over dead.
That sounds horrible.
Yep. Something like what'd they call it? Spider webs. They called it like spider webs across their skin, all black and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you die.
Well, hopefully it doesn't make its way to Opportunity.
Yeah, well, hopefully not. Anyway, let's get some drink. And he moves off and starts doing that stuff. RJ, Nithian, in the meantime, you guys have traveled back down into the town. You cross numerous more bodies as you make your way to the shoreline near the other side of the town where that bar was. Still is.
Okay. So what
Too many bodies, Neff.
do you think we're looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary. This is supposed to be a bar that is for
Okay.
so to find anything that might be hidden underneath cupboards, inside cupboards,
Just kind of
or
doesn't seem like
compartments.
not much to save here. So basically, just tear it apart, see what we can find,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
As you guys turn the corner and start approaching it, you see looks like two teenagers, scruffy and dirty, rolling away a barrel of alcohol out the front door and down the other side street.
Looks like they got started with it already.
Oh yeah. Reparations are a good way to heal some wounds.
Don't know.
Of course you don't. Maybe one day. Me in a dream.
But
That would be interesting. So we go in there and we start searching.
All right, roll perceptions.
Nope. Neither one of us are paying attention.
Well, so that more or less covers your initial sweep. You can take 10s and 20s if you want to take 10 minutes or an hour plus.
Take the hour plus.
Yeah, I think we're doing an hour, ripping it apart.
Okay, so what does that make your what's your bonuses? What does that give you guys as totals?
22.
22 and 25.
Excellent. You find a couple of things of note. There's a back room. Well, this place looks like it's already been ransacked too by the time you guys get into it. Most of the cups and silverware are all taken. The kegs have been raided. The bottles of alcohol have been raided. Not much but scraps that are left in here. But you go into the back room after searching the front pretty thoroughly, and you find Nithian, you find that as you're walking across the board, one of the boards ever so slightly creaks or shifts under your weight.
Okay. Back off and I just pull the weapon out to a pry type device weapon.
Yep. And there's only one loosely fitted nail that was keeping the board down. You pry it up and it leads to the foundation underneath where there's a cubby that you're able to reach your arm down into.
Too small for me. Or too tight for me.
Well, it's not something you entirely go down into. It's a cubby.
Oh, okay, then I'll reach in there and get whatever.
You pull out a sack of 200 blue astron. There's a couple of vials down in there as well. Along with a little booklet.
Okay, so I hand all that to RJ.
I do alchemy checks to the vials and find my alchemy skill.
These two vials are a rather refined venom.
Interesting.
If ingested or punctured into the system via some sort of weapon, something you could drink as well, though, it would effectively paralyze one for a short period of time.
And look through the books.
It's just a booklet.
What languages can you read?
Common and Elven.
You cannot read this script.
Read this script, eh?
What is it?
No, I can't read it.
Knowledge local, if you have it. And you might be able to tag what type of script it is, even if you can't read it. It might look familiar enough.
I do not have that. I do an intelligence check.
Sure.
Really?
DC.
It'll give you different results, and the DC is different, but...
That's pretty good.
It's definitely not Elvish, as you can tell. It's not common. Common's more blocky and rote. It's smaller, little flowy-like texts. There's lots of waves and swirls about it. It doesn't look like stuff you've seen in Magic. There's almost a degree of, like, pictograms to it. Or, like, they're a mix between potential symbols that are characters in some sort of alphabet or something, versus some of them might just have distinct characters.
Interesting.
It's perhaps not only a different language, but also jumbled in some way, or coded, or intentionally written to be obscure.
Seems this is coded, and we're gonna need somebody to help, but we found everything we could find here, Neff. Let's go back and start having the opportunity.
But you need to talk to Leanne about her promises. We need free passage for ourselves against the arbiters.
Right, I remember.
And she needs to work towards populating that.
I remember
that
now.
Gate. Okay. We head back up.
Alright. Making your way back across the town, you only see a couple of people that seem to be looting, gathering supplies, stragglers. And you make your way back up to the mansion.
It was 200 blues, right?
Yep.
200 blue, yeah.
Where you do, as you approach up the side gate, see the caravan sitting in the main entryway.
X.
Also in this time, since you guys spent a whole hour there looking through, Taween, you do eventually flag down the ship. It takes about 20 minutes, though, for them to notice you.
Yeah.
And then another good 20 minutes or so for them to get up and get back docked. Anything that you say or do as they initially dock.
If Tasso is like on the boat, like as they're docking,
Yeah.
I'd shout from the dock. It's safe for now. Tensions are a little high. Apparently, the barkeeper assassinated your brother.
He what? And he like runs and jumps off the boat onto the dock and like pushes past you.
Blunt. I love it.
That's exactly how he would do that.
Yeah.
And then to the villagers, he'd be like, "Oh, I think your people are leaving and going down south."
Like, well, they all just start very confusedly looking at each other and murmuring to one another. Well, what do we do? Where are we gonna go? What happened to our homes? Things of that nature.
Apparently, after the assassination, some of the other villagers decided to try to raid the mansion. Magic happened, fire. Both sides lost people. I really don't care.
I mean, roll sense motive check.
Okay. I don't know what I'm writing or sense. I don't know what I'm rolling this against. Slightly worried now.
The mob, the text. I mean,
They, oh god, we gotta get our homes. We get this boat docked. Get this boat docked.
Good idea. And he would jump up and help them.
As you go to move, one of them's like, "Don't worry about this. Tend to who you can in town. We'll get this boat docked."
I don't care about your people in the town. And I would literally just start grabbing our shit then off the boat and start carrying it off the boat.
Okay.
Because he was told that we're leaving today, so that's the reason why he did is to get our shit off the boat.
So you're gonna start taking loads up.
Yep. He grabs his big old shark tooth. He grabs the money that he found. He grabs a chest of, I don't know what the fuck. What was that chest full of again?
Money.
Money. What? All the things that we found and brought with us.
Yeah, you're able to gather that all up at once. You start heading back up. Roll a perception check.
they're still on the boat.
So when you get to the top of the switchbacks, where you're like able to see into the manor grounds, and you see the boat leaving dock.
I don't stop them or say anything. I don't give a crap.
Excellent. And the way the boat goes.
I'm not going to stop them or tell anyone. After he found out that all these people were working for the Arborators, he couldn't give a shit about them. He doesn't give a shit about the villagers.
So you get all your stuff back, and onto the back towards the caravan. Probably as you're making your way back is when Nithir and RJ are getting back too.
All right. Hey. Villagers are stealing their boat.
I see it. Get all our stuff off?
Yeah.
That's all that matters, I guess.
All I care about.
School's probably gonna be mad.
He worked with the people that killed Nath. I don't care.
Yeah, he was nice to you, though. I have to admit that.
Want me to warn him?
If you feel
Seems
like it.
Don't. And I start to head towards the caravan with all of our shit.
Taween, the dogs see you. They come a running.
I drop what's in my hands and I'm like, I speak in Elven. Rex, Weatherfang, Dancer, Thunder. Come, sit.
They don't fully sit. There's like that mix of like, we're super excited to see you. Pet us, like you're here, you're here. And they're kind of like half sitting.
I'm like, I just didn't want them to jump on me for the most part.
Mm-hmm, yeah, you prevent that.
He'll like bend over and start petting them and pulling them up to him and whatnot, and start hugging them. Missed you 4.
Get a series of licks, ruffs, and barks. As Nathan and RJ, you are also back with the things you found.
Did we go back to the caravan or did we go back into the manor?
You just caught Taween as he was coming back through the grounds, wherever you're headed.
Understood, but he was heading back to the caravan. I'm wondering where we were
Caravan's
heading.
near the manor.
It's behind.
So from the gate from the town, if you're at the gate from the town looking at the manor, the front gate is off to the right. It's not fully behind. You can see the caravan.
Okay.
The stable is more on the other side, but he's not parked up at the stable itself. He's near the front gate, staying close to it.
Okay.
Smoke is emanating from it.
Let's go. Yeah.
Nod.
Yep. The two of you find your way back up to that 4th floor. And Annie is still just sitting at that table, staring off.
Are able to do the rites?
The other two are getting it sorted. You see the body of Athis is gone. Tassel came up here. I sent him to the others. Is there something you needed?
First off, would you be able to read this? And I show her the first page of booklet.
No, but it looks like it's halfling for the most part.
Alright. That's all we needed to know. We found this in the secret compartment this halfling was. Well, we'll take it with us and figure out what it says. If I find anything in it, might be pertinent. Is there a way I can contact you?
Well, I was thinking about a few things. I was already thinking before we got here, but I was hoping I could travel back to Opportunity with you all. Not my guards. They would stay here and fortify the manor. But But without Athis, some of our magical aspects of this place fell. They were tied to him. And until those are reestablished, which I cannot do, I have no way to contact the rest of my group beyond this place. So I need to actually go to Opportunity, it seems. If you would have me.
All right with it. Don't mind. As long as the arbiters don't come with us, we should.
You know I'm an arbiter, right?
Isn't she an arbiter? Yeah.
People in the armor, I mean.
I have the same suit.
Please don't wear it. I can at least try to convince our friend Talween to accept you're coming with us if I say that you're not part of their organization, at least.
I would appreciate any sort of assistance you could give in my travels.
And you know what Fizz will say.
Oh, he can't wait to have me along.
No more charming us, or at least no more charming Fizz.
It was fun though. He was like a little puppy.
It's weird.
He still kind of is. He's cute.
Along the way, will she teach us more about her people?
Vith here wants to know if you'll teach us more about the Vith.
Well, I was thinking arbiters also, but
arbiters and Vith.
I'm sure I could answer some questions you had if you had any when on our travels. I don't. There may be a large number of things I can't answer. I mean, the way that our structure is built for the Shapers is very intentionally built to not let information pass where it shouldn't. So I only know what I'm allowed to know.
I trust that you'll tell us what we learn.
We're gonna find a way in through this together. I see no reason. You all have informed me greatly of many things you know. It's only makes sense to return the kindness.
And we talked about inside the other realm. Are you still helping with that endeavor?
It's worth a shot. I don't know how likely it is.
Small hope is more than enough, I think. And how about a temporary safe passage? Arbiters in this area.
If I'm with you, they won't bother you.
When I believe that you'll eventually leave us. It's like you have at least some unfinished business.
Yeah. My presence will grant you passage once we part ways. I can make something for you in the meantime.
I will keep working on this book. Find out what it is.
Yeah. When did you all plan on leaving?
Probably today, later tonight.
When is the ceremony with her brother done?
And it says that we can wait for your ceremony to be finished, your rites.
Can we watch it or observe?
And it looks like she's interested in you complete your rites, if you don't mind Nith observing.
She looks at you, Nithyan. Only Nithyan.
It's alright. Leave you two then. When you're ready, we at the caravan waiting.
Thank you. If there are supplies in the mansion that you need, food, clothing, feel free to take what you need along with us.
Tell that to Drix. Thank you. And I start heading out.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a short little break.
Okay.
I need to grab more water and ibuprofen. Alright. So, Nithyan, you follow Lenenia. RJ, you head back to the caravan where the dogs greet you as well.
Let them come over to me and pull me down.
Oh, they ransack you.
I like the dogs.
Not a dry spot on you.
Nithyan,
Try to ride one of them. I'm small enough.
Hey, you could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably could.
They're one size bigger than you.
Their light carrying capacity is 99 pounds.
I could.
you can ride these if you train them. For that. You could battle ride this, RJ. Anyway, just throwing that out there for the future.
Future plans.
But Nithyan, you start to follow Lenenia, and she takes you down to the first floor. On the way down, she makes very distinct that she's looking at you. She knows your death. And she says, she's speaking in Elven. You understand me, right?
And nod.
If you would bless us with your help, we can give him a proper burial, but it would not be possible without you.
I pull my book out and I wait till she's done talking.
Yeah, she waits at that point for a response.
I pull out the book right down in Elven. I don't know how I could help you.
You are
Please
an elder. You are one of the elders. Your very nature of being is all that we need. Well, we need a clear Astron as well, but
I think we have one. Don't we? We have one, right?
yeah, you do
Out
have
of character.
I
think we have one.
a clear one? I don't know if you have a clear one.
I think we did from the elf body. The sea elf body.
That one was blue-green.
That one was blue green.
With black twisted through it.
Oh, the one that was black twisted through it was the undead elf body that you.
Oh yes, the undead elf ones. Yes, sorry. But we do have that ability to make it white.
Clear. Not
Clear.
white.
Not white. Okay.
Purify Astron onto Formarion, only clear. No, we can't make Astron clear, can we?
Yes.
That's what the boon does?
Yes. You expend your boon, and to recharge your boon, you cleanse an Astron crystal to clear.
Okay.
And the energy
yeah.
that you cleanse off of it recharges your divine boon.
Okay. And I know that.
Yeah. And it's the first time it's happening, so I'm fine with helping you guys
right.
mechanically with that.
So, I believe, I write down, I believe as a gift from Sin, I can make the one we have clear.
You can. This is... Well, it doesn't matter. With you there, we can give him a true burial.
Or do you have an Astron?
We do not have any here now.
Then I would need to get that blue one from RJ.
Understood. I'll wait here.
But I don't know what to do. I've spent very little time in my homeland.
I know the right, as it is taught to all of us, even though we don't carry the means. I can guide you.
I will do this. But in return, I ask that as we travel, you please help me understand things. I'm trying to understand myself.
You are one of the elders. I don't know much about your kind, but you are of the most important to the elves. Your life is more important than my own.
There's something about you, your brother, Vith. I don't know what it is, but I need to understand it.
I would like to help you with that, then.
I will go ask if they mind me having the Astron, taking the Astron for this purpose.
Thank you.
So I head down to the caravan.
That was quick.
No dogs.
They're bothered with Taween right now.
Okay. I go up to RJ.
Right? Seems
We haven't done it yet, but they say they need my help and that Astron, the blue-green one.
there's room.
Yeah.
Or I don't know about the other one, but I think that one is what we.
What?
There's room.
What's that you cut out?
There's room.
Yes.
Can I have that metal box I gave you on the ship?
Yep. Here you go.
Thank you. I take out the blue-green Astron.
I look at it and. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
And then go back.
Doesn't ask for.
What's that?
It's not thinking to myself. She doesn't ask for. She needs to ask for things more.
Oh. She didn't ask for herself, that's why she could do it, so. She goes back up to Leania, however you say her name. Leania.
She's still waiting for you there at the bottom of the stairs.
I walk up and I attempt to do the boon and the cleansing.
Yes, you burn your charge. So you how do you activate the boon? Is there some sort of particular flair or narrative you want to add to that?
I don't really see. So this, I've been thinking about this. I got it highlighted in yellow because I wasn't trying to. I was going to ask you about it sometime. I would think. Go ahead. I was going to say it'd be more about what I think Sin would have taught us or told us if he would have imparted any kind of thought about how to use it.
Yeah,
about him than me. More about him than me.
It would be more like, honestly, out of the context of the setting, because it's a little strange for the setting, but still within it. It's almost like asking, praying to him, in a sense, for his aid.
So in my mind, I would go into kind of close my eyes and think about him. Kind of like my trance state, but I'm not. Yeah, I would go ahead and sit down in like my trance state because that's my clearest point to nature.
Mhm.
And then think about how to activate thinking about him and how to activate the boon.
Yeah, and as your thoughts drift into that realm, and you're actively like asking for the boon, you feel this surge of energy pass into you. Like whether you were about to jump or swing a weapon or whatever it is you may attempt next, you just feel so clear, so prepared for it.
Okay. And then I move that directly towards cleansing the Astron.
Yeah, there's no check involved in cleansing the Astron, so that burst of energy does fade rather quickly. It only lasts for the one round.
Right.
But then your mind focuses towards the Astron crystal itself in your hands. And as it does, the edges where your hands touch it, between the two, there's this soft white light that appears. And now that you'll have a timer on this, it takes 10 minutes to cleanse one.
Okay. Would my flavor of cleansing it be more of my little staticky charge thing?
Yeah, you could flavor it that way if you want. But there's still an aspect of like a white light. That's a white light of some way, shape, or form.
Okay. That's fine. Then just a white light.
I mean, it could be like little white sparks of electricity too.
Okay.
But Leonenia just stares and watches in amazement. You're not really paying attention to her, but this requires all your focus. But over the course of the 10 minutes, the black tendrils recede.
It was the blue-green one.
Yeah. It had small black tendrils in it too. Okay. And then the bluish-green hue starts to fade, almost as if it's losing its color entirely. And it just fades to a clear Astron crystal. And you feel that energy pour back into you. That is the charge of the Divine Boon. Mark somewhere on your character sheet that you have cleansed one crystal.
Okay. I'll figure out a place to put it.
I would just put it in the Divine, wherever you have Divine Boon written up.
Yeah, I don't know if I added it yet. Oh, I will. Okay, bottom. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
As you finish, Leonenia that is incredible. We have... Well, I have never seen magic like that.
I pull my book out. Neither have I.
Well, at any rate. And she takes you to the back of the big staircase where there's a secret door that leads even deeper beneath the mansion. It closes behind you, and in a similar fashion to when you were at Balin, you see little runes flare up around the room to provide light as you descend this staircase with her. You go down quite deep, probably 2-3 minutes of stair climbing. And you find yourself down in this chamber, circular in nature. You see a number of Astron crystal slots in the walls, similar to that of Balin, with similar networking of metals that connect and spiderweb the room. Not quite like the dwarves, but more like Balin. The sockets where the Astron crystals themselves would go, there's a number of them. They're cobwebbed, unused. Nothing's in them. But you see in the center of this circular room, which is about 20 feet across or so, that in the center of the room, they have laid Athes's body. The arbiters stand on either side, on the edges of the room, quietly, patiently. And Lenania steps down with you. She says, "There's a rite that all arbiters are taught to perform if they can with their fallen comrades." You see the other arbiter's body is down here too, next to Athes. While the motions and the magic that we can provide for the rite are said to allow passage of one's essence into the afterlife, into the cycle. It is a less refined way that we know. But we are also taught that the elders, the Eladrin, as you are called, if they perform this rite and have a clear crystal, that it is more complete or whole. I don't understand it. It's more of a tale than it is reality to me. I've never seen one of your kind before, but we are taught that under any circumstance, no matter where we find an elder, that their lives are to be cherished, to be kept safe from any harm. That is why I helped you all in the Anchor Nithyard. I do have similar goals as you and your group. I did not lie when I said any of that. But I was there protecting you. I wish I knew more. And perhaps I can try and find more if you wish. Perhaps I could have you meet with the council, or the member I know of the council. I don't know what you would like to do, but I'm sure there are answers, and they would be readily given to you if we ask the right people. That being said, I can show you the ritual if you would be so kind.
Yes, please show me.
And it's a series of she places the crystal. She has you place the crystal in his grasp, close to his heart. You are having to kneel down near the head of the body, place your hands on either side of his head, and she repeats to you to have you repeat, even though you can't speak, just the intention and mouthing the words a series of passages. You know Sylvan, correct?
I know. Good question. I know. What are my language? Yeah, Sylvan. I do. Elven,
So-
Sylvan, Common, Sign Language.
By the way she pronounces the Sylvan words, you can tell she doesn't speak the language. This is just something she's memorized. But to you, they stand out very clearly. They're general sayings and passages of safe harbor to the next life. I'll get you the details later. But it talks of allowing this soul to return to the cycle of the moons, that with the power that this life once had, perhaps a new life can be born in its place. One that is not just at random, but one that is to future the furthering of the elven kind. And other passages to that effect.
Okay. So, yeah, you can offline give me all that. But I, of course, do the whole thing while she's, listening while she's doing it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have a conversation with her afterwards about that. But,
Yep.
But I don't want to do that during. I'm 100% into it. And I'm even I'm kind of putting my own kind of grace and movement into it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to really represent what words she says. If I understand them, which I would, even if she doesn't understand what she's saying, she's just parroting it. I understand it, and I put those kind of thoughts and movements into it.
Right, and likely due to your understanding, even the little things that you add, there isn't a big magical show to any of this. The only thing that happens is for a brief moment you see the Astron crystal fill with this white light, and then it subsides and cracks and shatters. And the dust of it kind of almost evaporates into the air around the body.
So that's something she's never seen before.
Correct. Yeah, you can see by her wide-eyed stare that she's just taking this all in.
It's done.
Thank you.
Those passages are beautiful.
I don't know them myself, I just was taught the words. Or, it wasn't really words, they taught it to us as a song.
Kind of. It's the way Sylvan is spoke.
Ah, the Elder language. I don't know that.
I do.
Well, thank you. We can perform the other rite on the Arbiter as well. We don't have another crystal, so we will do it the halfway, but it is better than nothing.
Don't we have another one? We got the black
I have another
one.
The black one.
If it's important, we might think we have another one.
If that would be your choice. They are valuable and have power. It might be useful on our journeys too. But I can rest easy knowing that my brother is likely to find a better afterlife than this. The Arbiters know what they sign up for when they take their training. My brother wasn't a part of that world. He was a casualty of madness of the world itself. The Arbiters have a duty, though, and they understand that. I personally would save your power, but it is your decision to make as an elder.
I don't know. It would not be my choice alone. We would have to ask the party. I write that.
I would ask that the specifics of what happened here are not shared.
You find it's something sacred to you.
Yes, not just to me, but the elven people as a whole. It is something that we are told to die without saying to a non-elf. If they knew, I don't even know fully, but if they knew more or understood what any of this meant more, we fear how that could be twisted, like so many other things discovered in history have been twisted. We want one thing to be sacred.
I will respect that.
Thank you.
I agree. For now, do your ritual for your servant here. And then we should go.
As you guys begin undertaking that, Taween, around the same time that first ritual is taking place, you hear in your mind, another lost soul traveling the realms. Some dumb fate they must have met.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about the. You never met the elder. Actually, you've been dead before. Yeah, he was kind of a douchebag, to be honest.
I don't know who. I just felt it. Something nearby.
Oh, Nith was talking about doing some ceremony for, I don't know, the owner of this manor.
Where was my ceremony?
We were trying to get out with our lives, okay? Drix buried your body somewhere in the woods.
Let it rot with the worms.
You're alive in my head somewhere.
You chose this.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
And
Never really had a friend back in my village.
And now you're stuck with one forever.
Better than being stuck alone in the woods for months.
Indeed.
Not a good time.
This form, though, not having one. Strange. It's like I have to follow you, but I'm pulled along. I don't like it. Need to find something to attach to.
I thought you were attached to me.
Yeah, it's strange. That's what I don't like.
Oh. You agreed to this too.
I know. What other choice did I have but to vanish to the ether?
Alright. I think I can attach you to something?
I don't know, but it sounds nice. Perhaps we go shopping. For once.
I'll try to find something. I have a cool spear. You want to be part of that?
Your spear is nothing compared to a falchion. That would be an abomination.
I love that.
Alright.
That's great.
We'll find something then.
Then he fades out.
I would like to picture them like having this conversation in like out loud too.
You are. Your side of it's out loud.
Yeah. So, like RJ or Drex is just like, what the fuck is he talking
Just
to?
starts fucking talking to himself.
Did you give any of this shit to Tyween? He's freaking me out.
No, but I could.
Why is he talking to himself?
Hell if I know. Elves do weird things. They're always talking.
Yeah.
They're always talking to them trees and stuff.
And if I'm talking to, I also picture me just yelling in orc as well.
Yeah. That's even better.
Maybe he's talking. I don't fucking know.
Do you think there's orcs out there?
Maybe he's just practicing.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope
Deal
so
with orcs
too.
right now.
Yeah, orcs would be real bad. Maybe we go take a little walk and make sure there's no orcs outside.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll bring some of the good stuff. Ithian, you finished the second ritual. No lights, no nothing like that. You don't have an astron for it. But the formalities of it are completed.
How long does the ritual take? Just curious.
It's about 15 minutes.
Okay.
It involves repeating that same mantra a number of times.
Yep.
She says, well, to you two, she's speaking to the arbiters, go ahead and take the useful gear from the bodies. Their souls are no longer with these vessels. We can bury them out back. And, I'll need both of you to stay here and secure the manor. There is still this chamber here that we reside in that needs to be protected. Not only that, but the boats as well. And Casa will make sure that he is, okay. I know he's frail. I'm sure this has upset him greatly as he has not joined us here. But, he doesn't know any of this stuff either. He doesn't know of this chamber. Don't let him. This is our knowledge. I shall return. It might be a number of months. I don't know. But I'm with those who would protect those around them. And I have my own charge to protect for now. They nod. We understand. We will await your return. He says, I will send word and try and get a chanter out this way. to restore the magical properties. Bind them to Taxawil if the chanter arrives before I do. I nod. Until then, good luck. And she motions to Unithrian. I'm ready to go.
Get what you need, your gear.
Oh yes, we're traveling with Fizz. What do you think of him?
He's okay. I like him.
He's very complex. I think I like him too.
I like him better when he lets me enjoy his music, but I'll work on that.
He does play wonderful tunes. I'll have to be sure to gather some of my dresses.
Maybe you can help convince him to let me dream with him.
I could charm him.
That would be great.
It'll be our secret, Elder.
I like it.
And she guys come back up, and and she goes off to the bedrooms to find her gear. Fizz and Drix, you find no orcs, but you do find a nice time as he passes you the wow, my mind just totally blanked. Pipe.
Flayleaf.
The pipe. I don't think I'm gonna call it Flayleaf in my world. I'm gonna rename it again.
Alright.
Oh, you guys just went out there.
Drix says, what?
I was about to say, there might be orcs out there. We better go check. Says the
There's
one
orcs out there?
non-fighter. Says the one non-fighter and the fucking cleric, the bard.
Drix, as you guys are walking, just says, man, it has been a very interesting couple weeks since y'all have been gone.
Yeah. What have you been up to since you left the manor?
Well, I went north a bit into the Kundo Highlands. I went to a few villages and little things, around about out over there. There's the Highlands. I visited a few villages, within a week's journey or so. Went to that one out west. That was a bad choice. They were talking of the plague, a storm over there. So I did some trading and I got out. I went further northeast and for a little bit. And, they're talking of the plague up over there too. I am not liking what I'm hearing, that direction. So I just minded my own business, came back on this way. Been playing with the dogs. So, they grown on me a bit. I like them. They were good company. And, I buried a friend over there somewhere, and he points off into the woods nearby. He's not far.
Let's go pay our respects to Noth.
Yes, we should always pay our respects.
Yeah.
He was a good dude.
Yes. Fought bravely till he got cut open by that guard in opportunity.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate.
Happens to the best of people.
He takes you over by a tree. You can see a boot sticking out of the ground still.
Can't bury the whole damn body.
With the armor and everything? Yeah.
Well, there he is.
Yeah.
He goes up and pours some of his flask off over the body.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Takes a swig.
Enough, and I'll. If Drix is willing to share a drink with me, I will take a drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to probably very poorly because there's a tree right there, right?
Yep.
I'm going to load my crossbow, try to aim it at the tree to shoot a bolt into the base of the tree.
Roll an attack roll. DC really low. You hit it. You hit it.
Okay.
It hits and twangs.
Bad roll though.
Yeah.
Roll.
Like I said,
Unfortunately, the tree's not moving, so.
Like I said, crits for social stuff, very crap rolls for attacks.
You get a +6 as well.
I know. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. He died a warrior's death. Let that arrow mark this great hero's grave, so that all may know. I will write songs about you, Noth. You'll be remembered.
All right. Rixus says, only still one orc out here and he's a dead one. Looks like we're safe.
We should let the others know that we've scouted ahead a little bit.
Yes, very proactive of us. I bet you Tyween would be proud.
Yes. The proudest.
You start heading back.
Yep.
So Fizz and Drix return. Nithyan, are you returning to the caravan as well, or?
Well, no, I'll go with Lilinian and help her carry her stuff. Then Lilinian.
She doesn't pack too much. But there's a moment where she's like going through her wardrobe and she's like, what do you think of this dress? Do you think Fizz would like this? I'll grab this.
Kind of shrug and nod.
I'll grab this low cut one as well. She grabs a handful of things, a couple things of perfume, stuff, she packs a knapsack full of things. Says, well, I should be ready to go. And collectively, everybody meets back up at the caravan. As Drix and Fizz barge back in, Drix goes, "It's Halloween!"
Yeah.
Don't worry, we scouted, no orcs.
I just think there was orcs.
He looks at you, Fizz.
You were shouting at them, weren't you?
I was talking to Noth.
Right. It's good to pay your respects and all. I can take you to the body if you want to.
No need.
All right.
Actually, where's his weapons and armor?
Well, that shit stank. I just threw it all in the hole.
We bring his
He died a warrior's death. He deserves to be buried in his armor.
I smell anything on them.
Roll a perception.
I mean, what, DC 5?
You could roll a 1.
I suppose.
No.
You smell alcohol and Flayleaf to be determined new name.
Smoky stuff.
Sure you don't take too much, or else you probably won't be able to drive well.
That's okay. I can drive, Drix. If you need a rest.
No.
I drive better. I drive better. I'm more focused.
Right. Eileen, if you were talking to Noth, ask him if he wants us to bring his falchion with us.
Bury his falchion?
A memento for him.
I'm talking to Drex. I'm like, did you bury the falchion as well?
Yep.
Why?
Well, it was attached to the body.
Oh, I could try.
You gonna go rob a grave?
No, I'm going to talk to Noth.
I'll show you where it's
That's
at.
the way to get cursed, robbing graves. You might get haunted.
Too late.
Hi. It's fine.
Are we leaving? I'm done with this town.
Yeah.
All right, all aboard.
Should we grab the sword, Eileen? We leave.
Another note, Leonenia has taken her human female form as she returns to the caravan.
Why? Let his body have his stuff. I'm not going to use it.
Alright.
We'll find something that apparently wants to be attached to something, not me.
Not you. Well,
He doesn't like the idea.
Sometimes, Taween.
He doesn't like my spear. I smell. He's the one that smelled.
I cleaned him every now and then.
Tyween, you smell like blood half the time. Blood and dog.
Yeah.
Not a good combo.
Whatever.
The Dixon moves over and is like, well, hello, fine miss. You gonna be joining us on our journey? Leonenia just, yes, thank you. That would be most appreciated. And as everybody hops on up into the caravan and it starts to move, headed westward, we will pick it up next time there.
West or east?
Sorry, east.
East.
Right, west? Yes. Let's go to my plague areas.
Yeah. Towards opportunity.
To the plague!
The plague! RJ demands to go to the plagues. Girlfriend's coming with us, Fizz.
Yeah.